or maybe not think for the next hour. Whatever that intention is, as you feel your mind start to wander and go to other things, using that intention, that mantra, that word, that person, to pull your energy back to your mat, back to your breath, back to this moment. One more big inhale right here. Exhale, open the mouth side out. On the next inhale, let's sweep the fingertips up and over the head. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, big sweep up. Reach, lengthen the sides of the body. Exhaling to pull through center. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up. On your exhale, drop the right hand to the mat. Just start to stretch, opening up through the side body, staying grounded down through the hip. Maybe gazing up toward the sky. Inhale. Exhale, back to center, switching sides, grounding down through the sits bones, reaching up and over, lengthening from the hip bone to the fingertips. Maybe bringing the gaze up. And back through center one more time, each side, one breath, one movement. Inhale, open. Exhale, switch. Inhale. And exhale. As you come back to center, let's roll forward onto the hands, coming to all fours. Maybe shift the hips side to side here, wagging the tail. And as you come back to center, we'll stack the hands directly underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Find that nice long spine before we start. So right away, belly button is going to pull up toward the spine. Feel the lower rib cage squeeze in. And pressing the floor away from us, press the palms into the earth. Feel that lift of the heart up toward the sky. Now pressing the tops of the feet into the earth. Feel that energy. Everything ignited here, everything lighting up. And on the next inhale, let the belly drop toward the earth, gaze comes up, cat. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, lift through the spine, cat. Inhale. Exhale. Continuing with that breath, rolling through a few more rounds of cat-cow. And with each one, creating that picture in your mind of that flexion and extension of the spine as the belly comes down, the spine dropping toward the earth. And as you exhale, lifting up and curving as much as you can. Use the breath to open up. Let's take one more time for each movement. And when we meet back in that neutral spine, so belly button pulls up, tops of the feet press into the earth, hands pressing the earth away, reaching through the crown of the head here. And let's lift the knees up off the mat just a couple of inches. So still pressing through the tops of the toes. And as we lift the knees up, now really squeezing the ribcage toward the spine. Gaze is soft and down at the top of your mat. Can you lift the heart up just a little bit more through the shoulder blades? Lift here. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees. Inhale, belly drops. Gaze comes up. Exhale, tuck the chin, lift through the spine. Coming back to center to that neutral spine. Now let's curl the toes. Pressing through the bottoms of the toes, lift the knees back up. Hold here and pause again. And as the knees hover, find that scan of the body. So lifting the heart up through the shoulder blades. Belly button toward the spine. Everything wraps in. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chin tucks to the chest, hips lift up, down dog. Walking it out here. Maintaining that bend in the knees as you continue to walk it out. Maybe taking a deep bend into one knee and then the other. And allowing plenty of softness in the backside of the body as we warm up here. And as you start to feel more softness in the back side of the body, start to soften the muscles in the neck, letting the crown drop toward the earth. Maybe rolling the neck, taking a few circles. And then let's settle into some stillness here in down dog. So as the crown of the head softens toward the earth, let the head come between the biceps. Maybe lift the hip bones up toward the sky just a little more. And then start to gently ground the heels toward the earth. Taking a couple of breaths together here, let's inhale, lift both heels up. And exhale, press and ground down. One more time, inhale to lift. Exhale, press and ground down. Gaze comes to the top of the mat. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. Let's just tiptoe all the way to the top of the mat, finding your first forward fold. And then bringing the feet a little greater than hip distance apart. Just allow the body to sway side to side. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows. And as you allow the body to sink into this forward fold position, again, softening the muscles in the back of the neck, letting the crown hang toward the earth, and maintaining that bend in the leg. Just let the weight of the upper body help you to stretch through the lower back. And releasing that grip if you've got that bind around the arms, and just letting the fingertips sway and sweep the earth. And then we'll come back to center, heel toe those feet so we're hip distance apart. Let's take a big exhale, really empty out, let the crown drop. Inhale, halfway lift, reach through the crown, squeeze shoulder blades, and exhale to fold. Ground down through the feet, big circle sweep up, inhale, and exhale, open the heart, take that first back bend, shoulder blades squeeze, elbows behind the body. Inhale. And exhale, swan back down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Let's start our flow here. Left leg steps back. Big step back to your warrior lunge. Let's take an inhale, sweeping the fingertips up. And exhale, sink in a little deeper. Again, inhale, lift up just a little bit. Exhale, sink and ground down. As we fold forward, fingertips come to the earth. Lengthening the right leg, let's pull that right hip toward the back of the room, nose pulls toward the knee. Intense side stretch. Again, inhaling into that front leg, sweep up, warrior lunge. And exhale, fold forward, right hip pulls back, intense stretch. Bending into the front leg, hands press down into the earth, step back to your plank. Supported plank, always an option. We'll lower halfway. On an inhale, chest pulls up and through. Tucking the chin to the chest, down dog. Inhale, right toe sweep up. Exhale, float forward, pulling the right knee toward the right elbow, hold right here. Squeezing the knee to the elbow, lifting. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up through the toes. This time the knee will pull all the way into the chest. Big step through, back to that warrior lunge. And grounding down through the right foot, left toes lift up, standing splits. So as you pause and hold here, again, softening the crown toward the earth, back of the neck soft. And release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, circle, sweep up. Let's take that back bend here, hip bones forward, heart is lifted. Inhale. Exhale, swan back down. Inhale. And fold. Big step back with the right foot. Find your warrior lunge. Ground down. Sweep the fingertips up. And exhale, sink in. On an inhale, lift up just a little more. And exhale, ground down. Hinge the body forward, fingertips to the earth. Left hip pulls back, intense stretch. Bending into the front leg. Inhale, sweep up, warrior lunge. And exhale, fold forward, left hip pulls back. Nose comes toward the knee. As we bend into the front leg again, plant the hands, step back. Shoulders roll in front of the fingertips, lowering halfway. Inhale, chest comes up and through. And exhale down. Inhale, left toe sweep up. Exhale, pull that left knee to left elbow, hold here. Heart lifting up through the shoulder blades, navel up to the spine, everything is lifted. Squeeze and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach up through the toes, and knee comes to the chest, big step all the way through. Right toes lift, standing splits. Softening the crown, softening the neck. And step forward, forward. All right, let's heel toe the feet out. Find that Malasana squat. We're gonna take our first little cardio burst here. All of these cardio bursts are gonna be optional. We'll take a step back into plank. From here, we're gonna stay for 40 seconds. So this is what it looks like. Hands come to the earth, step back right, step back in, and squat. Alternating legs. So come with me when you're ready. Just stepping forward and back. Landing in that Malasana squat, opening the hips each time. Your other option is to turn it into a frog jump. Press down through the hands, step back to plank, right back up to Malasana. So yogi's choice. We're gonna flow with whatever you've chosen for another 30 seconds. All right, 10, 9, 5, stay with it. 3, 2, 1. Land in your Malasana squat, sway side to side, sway through the hips. Hands plant in front of the body, step back, down dog. Rolling forward to your plank. We'll release the knees to the earth here, and we'll take our push-ups. Let's leave the elbows in tight to the body. So tricep push-ups here. Inhale, chest lowers to the earth. Exhale, press up. Inhale to lower. Exhale, press. And lower. And press. Keep going for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One breath in child's pose. Sink the hips back. Take an inhale here. Exhale, float forward, second set. Elbows staying close to the body. Inhale to lower. Press lift. 9, 8, 7, 6. Last 4. Lower for 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Plant the hands, curl the toes. Lift up, down dog. Gaze comes forward, bend the knees, bend the elbows, hop, step, or jump. In your forward fold, sway it out. And take an exhale, big forward fold. Hips stay low this time. We'll sweep up into Uttanasana or chair pose. So let's bring the biceps toward the ears to start. Gaze will come down toward the top of the mat. Pressing through the heels, let's lift all 10 toes up. Knees squeeze, ankle bone squeeze. Heart is lifted. Tops of the shoulders are soft. One more breath, inhale. And exhale to fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back with the left foot. Inhale to rise, warrior lunge. Exhale, hinge forward, humble warrior. Fingertips reach behind you, palms to the earth. Inhale to lift. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the earth. Foot steps back, chaturanga or down dog. So anytime we roll through chaturanga, it's your option to go straight to down dog and meet us there. We'll always end in down dog. Inhale, right toe sweep up. Exhale, cross the body, knee to left elbow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to cross. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up through the toes. Knee comes to the chest. Big step through. Ground down through the right foot, lift up, standing splits. Adding on some Chiba squats here. Both knees will bend, left knee comes behind the right. Lower the hips, knees bend. Exhale, reach up through the toes. And bend and lower, and reach. Option to hold in the standing splits, or continue with these Chiba squats for 5. Pressing through that right heel. 3, 2, and 1. Left foot steps to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Hips stay low, fingertips sweep the earth, come back up into your second rounded chair, Uttanasana. Sink through the hips right away. This time focus on wrapping those pelvic bones up toward the rib cage. So squeeze in, tuck through the pelvis. Now open the heart. Let's bring the hands to heart center, pressing the palms. Lift all 10 toes, bringing all the way into the heels. And then rolling forward, we'll lift the heels, pressing all 10 toes into the earth. Lift the heels, squeeze everything in right here. We're gonna hold here if you can, and just teeny tiny pulses. So your option is to release the heels down to the earth, pulse right here in chair, just warming the legs. Or lift the heels and continue to pulse here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the heels. Big inhale, reach up and lengthen. And exhale, swan back down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Right foot steps back. Inhaling up into your warrior lunge. We'll hinge at the hips forward, exhale into humble warrior. Reaching the fingertips behind you, shoulder blades squeeze. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to hinge, humble warrior. Inhale, lift here. Exhale, hands come to the earth. Press away from the earth, step back. Chaturanga or down dog. Yes. Inhaling left toe sweep. This time we'll cross the body, cross to that right elbow and squeeze in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cross and squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale up. Pull the knee to the chest. Big step through warrior lunge. Right toes lift up, standing splits. So we'll come back to those Chiba squats, or you're welcome to hold right here in standing splits. Both knees bend, hips come toward the earth. Right knee behind the left to lower. And exhale, reach up through the toes. Inhale to lower. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lower. And reach. And lower. And reach. Last 3. And 2. And 1. Step together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. I can't see you, but I know you guys are all doing awesome. Let everything sway here for just a moment. We're gonna take a slow roll all the way up. Roll the shoulders back. So we have our first circuit here. We'll do 3 movements. It's more of a strength circuit. Again, if you only want to go through the circuit once, that's completely up to you. You do whatever feels good to you. Get a little uncomfortable, challenge yourself. The first movement is a curtsy squat. So it doesn't matter which side you go to first. We're gonna squat side to side and lift through center, alternating legs. So just crossing one leg behind the other. As you curtsy side to side, hips come low to the earth. Try to keep those hip bones tracking forward so we're not rotating through the hips, just lowering using the legs. Let's take 4. Get a little lower, last 3. 2. And 1. Back to center, rotate to the long edge, come to your down dog. Walk to a wider down dog position, so toes come to the edges of the mat. And now lift and press through the hips, come back. So we're gonna alternate those taps. Right fingertips are gonna tap to the left ankle, float forward into plank, Alternating side to side. Left fingertip to the right ankle and forward. Side to side with me. Keep flowing. We're here for 30 seconds. Your option to modify this would be to bring the knees down to the earth. When you come down into the plank, makes it a little bit less intense. Choose where you'd like to work this morning or this afternoon. I keep forgetting you guys are past lunchtime. Keep flowing here. Make the reach a little bit bigger as you get warmed up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, hold right here. Walk those feet back, hip distance. We're gonna come right into your side plank. Doesn't matter which side you start with, we're gonna go with both. So open up right here. Your option is to release that bottom knee down to the earth for a little more support. We're gonna focus on that lift of the side body up and away from the earth. So really wrapping in and lifting up. Now gaze down at the supporting arm. Make sure that that shoulder is right in line with the wrist, super strong and supported here. And wherever you are, we're gonna thread the needle. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, thread underneath the body. Inhale. Exhale. So as you keep floating here, trying to keep that top hip stacked on top of the bottom. So this is a rotation through the spine again, not the hips. Imagine the rib cage just rotating and wrapping around the spine. Yeah, keep going. 10. 8. 6. 5. Almost there. Stay with it. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Go right to the other side. Side plank. Opposite hand underneath the face. Lift up here. Maybe release that bottom knee. Do that body scan, checking down to stack the shoulder on top of the wrist. We'll take our inhale, open the heart, reach behind you. Exhale, thread underneath. Inhale to open. Top hip is stacked above the bottom. Super strong here. This first set is going to be a little bit longer than the next one, so stay with it. Again, that option to release the bottom knee to the earth for a little more support is there for you. 10. 9. Can you lift that side body up and away from the earth just a little more? 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one here. Come back to center. Step those feet back up to that Malasana pose. Find your spot. 30 seconds here. Same thing. Step back and come back to Malasana or take those frog hops. Here we go. Plant the hands. Step back, forward, and squat. Other leg. Step back, forward, and squat. Maybe take those jumps if that's where you are this morning. This afternoon, oh my goodness. So just getting that heart rate back up right here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heel tuck those feet back together, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale to fold. Pull the belly button to the spine, slow and controlled roll all the way up. Shoulders roll back. One more set here. Come back to those curtsy squats. Doesn't matter which side you start. Step behind the body and lift. Squat and lift. So you have control over how quickly or how slowly. There's benefits to both. You'll get more cardiovascular benefit if you go quicker, but sometimes working slower is more intense for the muscles. Your choice. Pressing the palms together as we squat low. Here we are, 8, 7, 6, 5. Nice long spine here. Stay tall. I think we've got 3, 2, and 1. Rotate, fold all the way down. Come back to your down dog position. Walk those feet wide to the edges of the mat. Float forward to plank. And as the hips lift, inhale forward, exhale, reach back. Inhale forward, exhale, reach back. Keep flowing here. On this round, see if you can find a little bit more rotation through the spine. So maybe as you reach back, you're almost grabbing that shin or that ankle and opening the spine. See if you can rotate just a little more. I bet you guys thought I stopped counting because I was talking to you. I did, but I won't kill you. Here we go. Last 8. Maybe reach and rotate. 7, 6, gaze under the armpit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's all heel toe those feet back together. Release the knees to the earth for a moment. And as we come into our second round of side plank, we're going to do that with our forearm down the earth. So go ahead and spin to your side plank. Again, we're going to stack that shoulder right above the elbow. We can take the hand to the hip or up, and it's a hip dip. So we're going to lower that hip toward the earth, not all the way down. Right away, squeeze and lift back. Inhale to lower, exhale, squeeze, lift. And squeeze. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side. We've got 10 down here. So as you lower the hip, notice if that shoulder is wanting to come out. Stay stable through the shoulder girdle. All the work is in the side of the body. You should feel a big burn through the lateral abdominals all the way up the side, the rib cage. Last 8, 7, 6, 5. Yup, here we are. 3, 2, and 1. Right away, rotate to the other side. Left elbow comes down to the earth. Stack the shoulder above the elbow. Lift the hip up. Hand can come to the hip. Stable through the shoulder girdle. Hip lowers. Squeeze and lift. Lower and lift. Strong here. Big squeeze through the side body. Seeing if you can lift just a little bit higher with each one. Yup. Last 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Let's come to a seated position. We're going to roll all the way down to the back. Maybe hug the knees to the chest when you arrive. Sway it out side to side. We'll come to some traditional Pilates here. Work the back side of the body for a minute. Kind of bring the heart rate down. So let's do a little bridge work for our glutes. So go ahead and release the bottoms of the feet to the earth. Maybe walk the heels a little bit closer to the glutes. And now let's take the palms next to the hips, pressing down through all 10 finger pads. Take an inhale to reset the spine. And on the exhale, start to press through the heels. Lift the hips up, coming into your bridge. And when you arrive, let's bring the heels a little closer to the glutes. Maybe roll the shoulders underneath the body just a little more to lift through the heart. And think about lifting those hip bones up toward the sky. You should feel a nice stretch in your quads here. So pressing down. So let's get a little more active in the left foot. Really press through the left foot. We're going to lift the right toes up to the sky. Leg doesn't have to be straight. So lifting the right hip bone up, now we're going to really recruit the glutes on the left side of the body to keep the hips lifted right here. So we'll lower and lift the right leg. Let's flex the foot, press through the heel. Inhale to lower. Point through the toes, sweep up. Inhale to lower. Exhale to sweep. So as much as we're working on strengthening the glutes when we're doing this bridge work, we're also working on lengthening those muscles. So think about lengthening from the right hip bone all the way to the toes. Flex and sweep lift. If you've gotten lazy on the left side of the body, let's lift and squeeze to that glute just a little more right here. And lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that hip lifted. We're going to cross the right ankle over the top of the left knee, make that figure 4. Now lift the left heel up off the earth, so heels will lift a little higher, hips will lift a little higher. Now we're gonna pulse right here. So that left heel is lifted on the ball of the left foot. Just press and lift through the glutes here. Maybe sneaking in that figure 4 stretch, think about opening the outer edge of the right knee toward the earth. Lower and lift here. Big squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that left heel. Release the right foot. Right foot comes back down to the earth. Reset. Walk those heels closer to the body again. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, press through the right heel. Left toes lift up. Take a moment here. Find that extra energy in the right glute. Squeeze and lift up. We'll lower and lift the left leg this time. So reaching through the heel. Inhale to lower. Exhale, point and come up. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale and exhale. So as we flow, again, really using the right glute here to stay lifted and strong. Don't worry about that left leg being super straight through the knee. Just think about that length from the hip bone, almost as if you're pulling that hip right out of the socket. Yes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the left ankle on top of the right. Squeeze that right glute, lift a little bit higher. Now lift the right heel up off the earth onto the balls of the feet. A little lower and lift, pulse up here. Squeeze, lift. Squeeze, lift. Now again, we can sneak in that stretch. Let the outer edge of that left knee drop toward the earth, maybe opening that left hip a little bit. Keep pulsing and lifting here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the heel, sweep the left toes up. All the way down, lift the hips one more time. Press through the palms, big stretch for the quads. And on the exhale, we'll start to place the spine back down on the earth, one vertebrae at a time. Starting at the top of the spine, all the way through the thoracic spine. Really squeeze the navel toward the spine so that the last thing to land is the lumbar spine, the very bottom. And here we are back on the earth. So coming into the traditional Pilates 100, let's bring the legs up into tabletop. Maybe flex, point flex the feet, roll the ankles here. Lengthen the toes toward the sky, again, doesn't have to be straight. And now as you lift the legs and stack the legs above the hips, notice the lower back connecting more deeply into the earth. So feel that connection, we call that imprinted spine. As we start to lower the legs, that spine stays imprinted. The minute you feel the lower part of your spine lift off the earth, that means you've passed your point of control. You need to pull the legs back toward the body a little bit to protect your lower back. So as you start to lower, press through the heels, start to lower the legs toward the earth. Find that sweet spot. Lower back still imprinted, but you feel the work. You feel the longer lever creating that work through the core. And then sweep back up. So those are your 3 leg positions for the 100. Tabletop, extended and stacked above the hips, or you can find that angle. So let's go ahead and all start in tabletop, and you can progress your practice from there. So reaching forward with the fingertips, shoulders lift up off the earth, chin tucks to the chest, reaching to the wall in front of you. We'll inhale for 5 and exhale for 5, patting the hands toward the earth. Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Inhale, 2, and exhale. Press the spine into the earth right here, and exhale. Inhale, 4, maybe challenge your leg position, exhale. And 5. Exhale, you've got another opportunity to challenge if you want to move on. And exhale. Inhale, 7. And exhale, dig through the spine, 8. And exhale. Last one, 9. Exhale, we're gonna hold here. Reach the fingertips forward. Lift the shoulders just a little higher. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the shoulders, knees to the chest. We'll move through the rest of the leg series here. We'll keep that right knee hugged into the chest. Extend the left toes long. So that left leg is gonna hover on the earth. Again, lengthening and reaching. Take an inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, shoulders lift here. We'll pull that knee in toward the chest twice and switch. 1, 2, and switch. 1, 2. Pull, pull, and pull, pull. So your option is to release the neck down to the earth, release the head if you're feeling a little bit too much tension. Otherwise, keep the shoulders lifted, gaze comes toward the thighs. Continue pulling alternate legs in. As much as we're pulling in, we're lengthening and reaching with the opposite toes for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Crunch into that ball, fingertips to the outer edge of the ankle bones. Take an inhale, lengthen the hands, lengthen the toes. Exhale, butterfly all the way back around and sweep. Inhale. Exhale, sweep and tap. Inhale. Exhale. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen the legs to the sky. Interlace the hands at the base of the skull. Elbows stay nice and wide here. Let's flex the feet, reaching through the heels, toes pulled toward the face. Inhale, lower the heels toward the earth. Stay within that control. As soon as the back lifts, you come back. Point the toes, sweep. Inhale to lower. Exhale, point sweep. Keep flowing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Stay strong right here. Last one. Here we are, right knee pulls to the chest. Go ahead and lower that left leg. Left elbow pulls toward the right elbow. We're gonna hold right here, squeezing the right side of the body. So static hold. See if you can lift that left elbow a little closer to the right knee. Reaching through the left toes, big squeeze through the side body. Stay to inhale. Exhale. We'll lower and lift that left leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch to the opposite side. Lengthen the right leg. Right elbow comes toward that left knee. Hold right here. Big squeeze to the left side body. Focus the energy. Shorten the distance between the rib cage and the hip bone on the left side. Stay to inhale. Exhale. Right leg lower and lift. Lift and lower. See if you can lift that elbow just a little closer to the knee. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, side to side. Bicycle it out. Opposite knee, opposite elbow. Keep going right here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees to the chest here. How's everybody doing? Checking in.
Awesome.
Good. Good? Good. All right, we're not done. Get back after it. All right, so let's do a little yoga flow. Go ahead and rock and roll up to a standing position. Meet me in forward fold. Mute you guys back in. All right, yeah, I heard some deep breaths there. I like that. All right, forward fold. Let's take an inhale to your halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Hips stay low. Come up into that chair pose, Uttanasana. Press through the heels, all 10 toes lift. Pelvis pulls up toward the rib cage, tuck here. Float forward onto the balls of the feet. This time, let's sweep the hands back behind us. Opening up the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades toward one another. Again, you can hold right here, or maybe pulse, really coming into the legs. Pressing through all 10 toes, pinky toes, big toes, everything engaged. Squeeze and lower lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels come down, big lift up. Take an exhale to swan back down. Inhale halfway. Exhale to fold. Step back with the left foot. Find your warrior lunge. Inhale to sweep up. Exhale, hinge forward, humble warrior. Inhale to lift. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands plant down, step back to your plank. Chaturanga or down dog. Inhale, right toe sweep up. On our exhale, we're gonna float down to plank. Right toe stay lifted. Inhale, lift up, one-legged down dog. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time, as we come forward, let's bring that right knee to the right elbow. We're gonna hold here and sweep that knee across, left, right, like a pendulum from one elbow to the next. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach through the toes. Knee pulls to the chest, big step through. Cartwheel up right away, warrior 2. Take an exhale to ground down, maybe tucking your feet, opening to the outer edge of that right knee. Inhale, lift up just a little bit. Exhale to ground down. Inhale, flip the front hand, and exhale right into your reverse warrior. So we've got that long line of energy, hip bone to fingertips, reach up to the sky, and then maybe start to reach to the corner behind you. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Sweeping into your side angle pose, using that right arm or elbow to maybe gently open the right knee. Staying right here in side angle, or maybe finding that bind. Right hand can come underneath the body, left hand behind the body. Maybe using a sweat towel if you've got one, or gripping the fingertips, or stay right there in your side angle pose, that's perfect. Softening the back of the top shoulder, maybe gazing up to the sky. Release the bind if you're in it. We'll cartwheel the arms to flank that front foot. Ground down through the right foot. Lift the toes, standing splits. Softening the crown of the head. Breathing here. And release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Step back to your plank. Chaturanga or down dog. And lift up here. Inhale, left toe sweep up, or right toe sweep up. No, left. Float forward to your plank. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Reach up through the toes. Pull the knee to the left elbow, and then tick-tock, right to left. Sweeping underneath the body. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach through the toes. We're gonna step forward into the lunge. Step to forward fold here. Coming back to that first part of our vinyasa that I almost forgot, and maybe you guys were hoping I would. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Big step back with the right foot. Inhale, sweep up to your warrior lunge. Exhale to ground down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, reach to the crown. Exhale, hinge forward, humble warrior. Inhale. Exhale, hinge. Lengthen the spine right here. One more time, inhale. This time as you exhale, hands come down to the earth. Let's step back to plank and just lift up to that down dog. Walk it out. Inhaling, left toes up. Exhale, sweep all the way through to your lunge and sweeping up into your warrior 2. Exhale to sink and ground down. Take a look at the feet. Check yourself. Reaching through the fingertips. Inhale, front hand flips. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Big stretch from the hip bone to the fingertips, lifting up here. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Floating into your side angle pose. Using that left arm or elbow to maybe gently open the outer edge of the left knee. And then maybe taking that binder, you can stay right there, reaching underneath the body and behind, softening the back of the top shoulder, opening and lifting. Gaze comes up. Breathing. Release your bind. Walk the hands back, flank the foot. Step the left foot back. And come up to down dog. Inhale, left toes sweep up. Exhale, step all the way through. Ground down through the left foot, right toes lift, standing splits. One big inhale here. Exhale to release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Circle, sweep up. And hands to heart center. We've got a little cardio burst here, one more strength circuit. So stay with me. We're gonna come to greater than hip distance. We're gonna squat down, but it's gonna be a longer squat. So as we squat down, sit in that chair behind you. We're gonna hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift up. Squat, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift. You have an option to add the jump. Squat, 4, 3, 2, 1, jump. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift or jump here. 4, 1, and lift. 3 more. 3, 2, 1, and lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Sink low. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Walk the hands in front of the body. Step back to your down dog. We're going to take push-ups right here. So stay in that down dog position, that V shape. We're going to soften the crown of the head, just bend the elbows and lower. Elbows come out to the sides of the body. I'll show you what it looks like from this angle. Elbows come out and press. So working through the shoulders here. We're here for 20 seconds. Lowering the crown of the head toward the earth. Hips stay high the whole time. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press up, find your down dog. Gaze comes forward. Take a big step in front. We're going to come to that seated position. Come right into Navasana or boat pose. So this is a static hold in boat pose. Your option is to stay right here, stay lifted up, or you have the option to recline more into a full boat pose, lengthening. We're holding for 30. So wherever you are, close the eyes, focus your energy. Full boat, somewhere in between, half boat. Close the eyes, breathe into it. Squeeze the knees toward one another, squeeze the ankles, halfway there. Tuck the chin to the chest. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to the chest, cross the ankles, come to a standing position. Right back to that first set of squats. One more set here. Feet wider than hip distance apart. We're gonna lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift or jump. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift or jump. Keep working here. Maybe smiling, we're getting close. 3 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Last one. And lift. Hands come to the earth, back to that plank position. Plank push-ups. Hips stay lifted, heels toward the earth. Elbows come out. Crown lowers. Press lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Yeah, you've got it. Crown comes almost all the way down to the earth. They're as close as you can get it. Work through the shoulders. Here we are. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Press up into your down dog. Gaze comes forward. Take a hop, step, or a jump. We'll find that seated position in front of you. Come into your Navasana. We've got another static hold for 30 seconds. Half boat or full boat, your choice. Maybe lower down. Wherever you are, tuck the chin to the chest. Squeeze the lower rib cage toward one another. Reach through the fingertips. Closing the eyes, breathing here. Everything squeezed in toward the spine, halfway. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release everything down to the earth. Hug the knees to the chest. Sway it out. Big deep breath. And when you're ready, go ahead and roll back up to a seated position for the top of your mat. Got one more little flow here for the core. So as you come to the top of the mat, we'll plant the feet, find that nice long spine. So crown is reaching toward the sky, shoulder blades squeezed, tops of the shoulders nice and soft. We're gonna hinge back. So as you start to hinge back, the shape of the spine stays the same. Maybe release the fingertips from behind the body, open up, feet stay down. Let's bring the hands to heart center at prayer. And we'll just start with a twist side to side. So just bringing the elbow toward the earth. Again, that sensation or thinking about that rib cage just rotating around the spine. So lots of options here. You can stay right here with your heels grounded. We can lift the heels up into that tabletop position, continuing to twist. Maybe finding you have a little bit more mobility, a little bit more ability to twist with the feet up. Option to extend the opposite leg. So as that left elbow taps down, extend the right. These are all options. You can hold right there in that just static hold, twisting side to side. Let's add a press through the heel if you're extending. Press and reach, press. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center, release the feet. Come all the way up. Just curve over the legs. Maybe take the hands underneath the bottoms of the feet. Tucking the chin to the chest. Take a big inhale, round the spine here. So find that cat spine, big C shape. And then slowly start to come back up to a seated position, stacking the vertebrae one at a time. So now as we start to recline back, we're going to allow some curve to come into that spine. So curve through the spine as you start to recline back. We're going to take both hands to the outer side of one leg, doesn't matter which one you start with. So kind of to the outer part of the thigh. Now we're going to press in. So as you start to press in, right away you'll feel that side body ignite. You'll feel some energy in the side of the body. So pressing the hands into the outer part of that thigh, the opposite leg is just going to step out and in. Keep pressing. So again, this is the movement where you have a lot of control. If the hands are just resting on the outside of the leg, you will still feel some energy and some work in the core. But if you press in and bring that extra energy, it gives you just a little bit more intensity. Step out for 6. Keep pressing into the thigh. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold out. We're going to pull that knee into the elbow. Pull in, extend. Pull in and extend. It might just be a little tiny movement. That's perfect. Feel the energy wrapping all the way around the core right now. All the way around the rib cage. Squeeze in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, come up for just a moment. Reset, let's lengthen the spine. On your exhale, come back to that curved spine, start to recline back, going right to the other side. So hands come to the opposite leg. Find that pressure right away. Press into the outer part of the thigh. We're stabilizing through that hip, and then step out the opposite leg. Heel it up. So even though we're allowing some curve in the spine, heart is still lifted. We're not slumping into it. We're still lifted through the chest, just allowing a little bit of curve to come into that lumbar and thoracic spine. We'll step out for 8, 7, 6. Keep pressing into the opposite thigh. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that heel out. Knee pulls to the elbow. Pull in. Squeeze in. It might be little. That's perfect. Feel that energy. Final push here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Final movement for the core, and we're headed down. We're going to lift up. As the legs extend, we'll roll back just a little bit. Exhale, squeeze the lower belly, come all the way back up. Inhale, lower halfway. Exhale, squeeze. Keep moving here. You should feel that energy now in the space between the hip bones and the belly button or your waistband. So squeezing the lower part of the belly to lift up. Heart stays open. Here we are, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Slowly lower all the way down to the earth. Hug the knees to the chest. Sway side to side over the spine. Enjoy that little massage. Now maybe you can smile because your work is done. And let's just take a little spinal twist here before we come into our Shavasana. Let's leave the right knee hugged into the chest. Extend the left toes long. And then take the left fingertips to the outer edge of that right knee and let the knee cross over the body. Extending the right arm behind you. Breathing here. As the heart rate slows down, starting to find a little bit more length in the inhale. Using the breath again to create that space in the belly. Allow that breath to continue stretching and opening through the rib cage. Taking one more inhale. Exhale. Roll back to center. Hug both knees in. Pulling the left knee into the chest, extend the right leg long. Right fingertips come to the outer edge of the left knee. Left arm comes long and just cross that knee over the body. Find your supine twist right here. Expanding the breath. Inviting that softness to come back into the hips, the belly. Starting to soften the face, maybe closing the eyes. One more breath here. And then coming back to center. Taking any final movements that you need to, or coming right into your Shavasana. Finally finding that place of complete softness in the body. And as you surrender your body to the mat, to the earth, whatever is underneath you, feeling supported and safe, grounded and rooted. That earth always a landing place for us, always supporting us. That is a constant. We just have to really allow ourselves to ground down, breathe. Letting the toes fall heavy to the sides of the body. Feeling the weight of the hips, the legs ground you down. The belly is soft. Rib cage is open. Maybe opening the palms to the sky to allow the backs of the shoulders to soften even more. And gently parting the lips, just letting the tongue float in the mouth. Cheeks are soft. All of the muscles in the forehead are soft. Feeling light and lifted through the crown of the head. Just breathing here. Starting to bring some movement back into the body. Maybe wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. When you're ready, just rolling to the side of the body, rolling to the right side.
Finding that fetal position with the knees kind of tucked in toward the side. Maybe resting the head on your bicep. And staying here in this fetal position until you're ready to push up, coming right back to that seated position where we started today. Just keeping the eyes closed. Trying to hang on to that softness in the face. That wide open space in the chest. As you land in your seated position, resting the tops of the hands on the knees, opening the palms to the sky, allowing the tops of the shoulders to drop in. Feeling each inhale travel all the way up the spine, through the crown of the head, lengthening. Each exhale grounding you down, softening the tops of the shoulders a little more. Noticing the way the breath is moving through your body right here, right now. That control that we have over the breath to soften the body, soften the mind, soften our thoughts. We have the power to give our attention to this breath. Hands come to heart center, maybe the thumbs touch the sternum as we bow our heads. The power, compassion, and mercy in each of you is also within me. Let us deeply honor that in one another. Namaste.